and welcome to Behind the Lines. I'm Diane Dayton. Today we're going to talk about the Extra Give with the Lancaster County Community Foundation, and we are so excited about this because once again, it's coming up on Friday, November 17th, and it's 24 hours of giving. So with us right now, we have Alma Felix. You are Program Officer and Extra Give Volunteer Coordinator, correct?
Yes.
All right. And Ian Sanchez, Community Relations Specialist.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to talk about the excitement that's going on for these 24 hours. So this is year, 13? Because it started in, 2012?
Yes, year 13 already. I can't believe it.
I know, right? And I think, if we're correct, $92 million has been raised since this started. I think that's amazing. And it's also supported more than 500 organizations. And how many donors, Ian?
30,000, I think, at this point.
30,000. That is
Yeah.
a lot. So tell us how this works and what's going on.
Yeah, so it's actually really easy. It's Lancaster County's largest online day of giving. So you just go to extragive.org and you look for an organization that, has a cause that you care about. That could be kids, heritage, healthcare, anything, and you donate. And you also raise excitement for it. You could be a fundraising champion for them on their page. But the minimum donation is $10, so, it's very, very open to anyone. And it's just an exciting way to, give. And
It absolutely is. And it's a lot of fun even the day of, especially the day of, right, Alma?
Yes, so the day of is one day, but Extra Give is really about engaging the whole community. So for 24 hours, you can donate to any one of the organizations that are participating. There are more than 400 organizations that are going to be participating this year. There's a lot of excitement. We have prizes throughout the day that are possible really because of our sponsors. We have our presenting sponsors, the High Foundation and the Murray Foundation. We're able to stretch everybody's donation that day. So if you give to your favorite organization, your donation is really being stretched by a pool of stretch sponsors.
Yeah, it's huge, isn't it?
Yes.
It really is huge. And there are so many nonprofits. What I love about this, too, is the fact that you get to know about possibly nonprofits you didn't even know about, right?
yeah, well, so each nonprofit has their page. So when you go to their, page, you can read about them, their non-discrimination policies up there. And if they're fundraising champions for them, you'll read their stories too. So it's just kind of like very touching, I think.
Yeah, it is. You really get to know a lot about your community. And this is all of Lancaster County, right?
It does. It's everybody in Lancaster County is able to participate. There are organizations that support our county. There are different topics. So if you don't know what organization you want to support, you can go onto the page, search by categories. You can search for the environment, the arts, health. There's different topics that you're able to support, and there's many ways of getting involved, not just donating, right? So we have prizes, for example, the hashtag I Give Extra prize. So from now until the day of Extra Give, if you post about your favorite organization, you make sure that you're tagging them, and then you use the hashtag I Give Extra or hashtag Extra Give. Then we are going to select 10 random organizations to receive the hashtag I Give Extra prize. As Ian mentioned, there's also fundraising champions, so that's another way of getting involved. That is, if you want to support your organization in an extra way, you can become a fundraising champion. You create your own page on Extra Give, you tell your own story about why you want to support that organization, and then you promote them through your social media, through your channels, and you're able to actually fundraise for that organization yourself as a fundraising champion.
Wow, that's exciting, isn't it? Ian?
It is exciting.
Yeah. So I know you get excited about this.
I do. It's, it feels like a local holiday. It's like so many organizations get involved. It lights up the whole town, so I just get so warm and fuzzy.
Yeah. Well, the sponsors are key, aren't
Yeah.
they? Because that really helps support this.
Yes,
Yeah.
sponsors are key. That is the reason that we're able to stretch everybody's donation with the stretch pool. That's the reason that we're able to have prizes, that we're able to create such festivities all across the county. So it is really a big celebration.
But people even donate from outside the county, don't they?
Yes.
Which is really cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen donations that come in from all over the country and worldwide.
Yes, exactly. So people know about this Extra Give with Lancaster County. So let's tell people really how they can do it. They need to go to
extragive.org.
Okay.
Find,
what happens?
Find a cause they care about, find an organization they care about, and donate a minimum of $10 to support.
All right. And the key in getting, I guess we would also call, there's a golden ticket, right? What is that?
There is a golden ticket, and it's a prize. There are other prizes too. So how prizes work is throughout the day we have different prize hours. For example, the magic minute, for example, the golden ticket. So throughout the day, at different points of time, you can support your organization, and then during that hour, we select the top donations, and we donate to that organization. So if I donate to a certain organization and my donation is selected, that organization would get a prize.
Okay, that sounds really good. So if you're out and about that day, you can do it on your phone, right?
Yes.
You can go to different areas too, can't you, that are set up?
Yes.
Where is home base?
Well, a lot of different organizations have their own events, and so you can go online and find the cause you care about, or you can go in person and find the cause you care about, and they might have a giving station there. You can do it on any device that has internet, pretty much. Okay. So it's pretty accessible.
Yeah, so you just go to extragive.org at any point during the 24 hours on November 17th. You can do it on your phone, you can do it on a computer, you can do it at Extra Give Fest, which we'll be talking about a little bit later at the giving stations there. So yeah, there's many ways of getting involved, many ways of giving.
And it's really important to be a unique donor to each of the nonprofits, right? Because that helps with the nonprofit.
Yeah.
How does that work?
So the unique donor piece is that's what the stretch pool is based on, right? So we say all donations are stretched that day, right? And it's based off of the amount of unique donors. So whatever your organization, the percentage of unique donors that your organization gets that day from the total amount of donors in the day is the percentage that they'll get from the stretch pool.
Okay. So there are going to be nonprofits set up all different places, aren't they? What are some of those locations?
Everywhere. I mean, Columbia, there's, Marietta, there's Quarryville, there's Lidditz. I mean, yeah, there's so many places in Lancaster.
I think Tellus.
Yeah,
60
Tellus
has
always
a
has
lot of
party.
nonprofits in there too, right?
Yeah, so there's organizations that are having their own events. So
Yep.
if you go to extragive.org, you're able to see events that are happening all across the county. Some organizations do it by themselves. Some organizations partner together and have events together to support the causes that they're in line with each other.
Yeah.
So
I think what's fun is that if you actually go online and find out what's going on, you can make a whole day of this.
Yes.
Tell us more about that, because I know you like doing that.
I mean, like you said, there's just so many different events going on, different things to participate. And like you said, you can go online. We do have an events calendar that will slowly start gaining some events. So as we, review everything. So, some Extra Give events won't be on that calendar, but it's a great resource to, go have a great day, fill every hour of your day with fun.
Absolutely. So let's just talk a little bit about when you make your donation. Now, there is a transaction fee, right? I think it's like 4.99%, right? But if you can cover it if you want to the nonprofit, right?
Yes. So the fee is really just about being a credit card fee,
Right.
management fee. We don't take any money, not even a penny from this organization, from this event. So when you make your donation, you as a donor can actually cover that fee also if you would like.
Which I think is good to know, too. The Community Foundation, really, how many people are involved with this? I mean, you need more volunteers, though, too.
Yes.
So why don't you address that as well?
Yeah, so this is really a day to celebrate all of our community, and we also host an event that day. This year is Extra Give Fest plus One World Fest. So during the hours of Extra Give Fest, which is 8 to midnight, we are going to need volunteers.
Okay.
So right now you can sign up to be a volunteer. You can go to extragive.org to the volunteer tab, or you can send me an email. You can give us a call if you're interested, and we can sign you up to be a volunteer. There's going to be many different ways of getting involved because there's going to be so many festivities going on.
That sounds great. So it can be almost anything and for different periods of time, right?
Yep, different periods of time. The Extra Give Fest is 8 to midnight, so that's really going to be the time where I'm going to be needing volunteers, really thinking about greeting, if you want to volunteer at the giving stations, helping people make their donations, if you want to be at the photo area, for example. So those are just different ways of volunteering, and some new ways that I might not even know about, because this is still coming together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I know we're going to talk about the One World Festival, but do you have a final thought for us, Ian?
A final thought. I'm just really excited to do this once again. I mean, giving and generosity doesn't ever really get old. So it's something that matters every year.
And I know you sang last year, but you have a surprise song for us this year that we'll hear about later, right?
Surprise song. I did not write it. I just want to take credit. But yes,
Okay.
I will be performing the day of.
Okay, so we will look for Ian to perform, and we'll look for Alma as well. We're going to take a brief pause, and when we come back, we're going to find out about One World Festival and more about the Extra Give this year. Stay with us.
You're watching Lancaster Community TV, LCTV 66.
Welcome back to Behind the Lines. We're talking about Extra Give for 2023 with the Lancaster County Community Foundation. And now we're going to talk about the One World Festival and also all the cultural things that are going on. So with us right now, we have Schade. You are the Communications Manager at the Community Foundation. And we have Deepa Balepur. And you are the chair of the One World Festival Committee, right? So this is going on during Extra Give. This just elevates this, doesn't it? Tell us a little bit about what this really is.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you. This is really going to be a super fabulous day for Lancaster County because it's a double celebration. Of course, we are celebrating the generosity of the wonderful community we live in through Extra Give, but we're taking it a step further, and we're also going to be celebrating the wonderful cultural diversity and vibrancy that exists in Lancaster County. And that's where the One World Festival comes in.
Wow. So how are we going to be doing that?
Yes, we're going to have a big fat party.
Hey, that works for me.
Yeah, absolutely. So starting, the event's going to be happening from 12 noon right up until midnight.
Okay.
12 noon to 8 p.m. is the One World Festival portion, and 8 p.m. to midnight is Extra Give Fest.
Okay.
So attendees can expect to see a lot of fun stuff that will be happening that day.
Oh, and you're going to tease us about that,
I'm
too.
teasing.
Yeah, here we are. So this is exciting to be doing this year.
We're so excited. It's new this year. We're really excited about this partnership. I think One World Festival's first year was last year, so it's really
Yes.
cool to watch the festival grow and expand. And we're excited that it's free and open to the public. It's at the Lancaster Marriott and Lancaster County Convention Center from noon to midnight, and everybody's welcome.
And that's what I think is also important. This is free to attend. And
Yes.
it's all about the give itself. That's where you're going to be doing that. But what I also think is interesting is all these vendors that are going to be there. Can you tell us a little bit about who's going to be there?
Yeah, so there's going to be about 50 vendors and
Wow.
wonderful performances. I think we have almost 200 performers lined up. So different performance groups, but a total of about 200 individual performers. Family-friendly event. So come with your families. And what a great way to introduce the young ones to giving and cultural vibrancy in Lancaster County. Food vendors from across, different cuisines. We're working on putting together a list on our website,
Okay.
which is really a great source to get a lot of information there. And that's constantly being updated. But really, you can expect to sample foods from all over the world.
Yeah, that's what I think is fun. This website, extragive.org, has everything on it. Is that right?
extragive.org/events has information about the events you're going to find around the county, but also about this event. But oneworldfestival.com.
So we have,
Lancaster?
One World Festival, Lancaster.org
Thank
is
you.
our website
Okay.
where you can get a lot of information about the One World Festival event.
The specific vendors. And,
Yes, specific
yeah.
vendors. We are requesting that people sign up, although it's a free event. Vendors really appreciate knowing how many people they can anticipate at the event.
That helps, yeah.
Very much so, especially because last year we ran out of food.
Okay.
And it was a good problem to have, but we
Yes.
want to make sure that that doesn't happen again.
How did One World Festival even start?
Yeah, a happy coincidence, actually. In 2018, there were different cultural organizations that were hosting their own cultural events in Lancaster County. And really, it was a local Lancastrian who came up to one of us from the audience and asked, this is a special day for Lancaster County. I'm going to go to all these different events, but it would be so cool if you guys could put this all together in one event. And that was the birth of One World Festival. And I have to thank Lancaster County Community Foundation because even for our inaugural event, they were our presenting sponsor. They believed in what we were looking to put together. And that was very helpful. Without their support, especially for the first year, we would not have been here.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So you're the chair of the committee. How big is the committee? Because I know this is no small task.
Absolutely. We've got a passionate group of volunteers. It's a voluntary committee. We are about 12 people.
Okay.
And, that's just the organizing committee, but there is so much more that goes into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wheel of Prizes. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so another fun new thing this year is during Extra Give Fest, which is going to take place from 8 to midnight. A lot of the things that everybody loves about Fest is going to be there. So we're going to have giving stations, we're going to have fun, dancey music, we're going to have drinks. I think some food might still be available. All of that's still going to be there.
Okay.
But another fun thing that folks can engage with is we're going to have a wheel of prizes, which is you can spin the wheel and potentially win your favorite organization a prize of $50. Wow. And there are a lot of prizes available, so we encourage folks to come out and try that. And if you don't win a prize for your organization, you still get some cool swag. So it'll be a lot of fun.
That's exciting. So to reiterate, too, from the first segment, it's a minimum of what, $10?
Yeah, you can give a minimum of $10. We like to say anything from $10,000 to $10,000. We'll take it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, give on extragive.org all day. You don't have to give at this event, but the giving stations will be there.
Yeah. What else do we need to know about Extra Give? We've talked about quite a few things, but what else do we need to know?
Sure. Something else that's coming back this year is our partnership with Springhouse Brewery, which is doing Pony Up for the 5th year in a row.
Okay.
A portion of the proceeds from this collaborative beer go to the stretch pool, which of course all organizations share. And it's a hazy IPA, and it's very delicious.
Okay.
And it will be available at Fest, but it also is available at local businesses. So go get yourself some.
Oh, that's really great.
Yeah.
That's really good. So I imagine you're going to be all over the place during the day.
Yeah. It's a long and fun day, and when we are done, we are tired, and we like to nap the day after. But we'll be all over the city and the county.
Yeah. And I know in the first segment we talked about the impact of volunteers and the difference that really does make. But we didn't get into any real specifics in ways that you can volunteer. Could you address that a little bit?
We love having volunteers help us with Fest. Specifically, there's a variety of ways that you can get involved. You can be a greeter, you can work help folks take their photos, engage with the activities, just like monitor the space, monitor the giving stations. We'll probably need some volunteers for the Wheel of Prizes, which will probably be a favorite spot. Yeah,
Okay.
so there's a bunch of ways you can get involved throughout the day.
And we can go throughout the county and stop at different nonprofits and enjoy what they're doing, because lots of times, I know, I go out there too, and they're doing really cool events the day up to bring people in as well. So if other people want to get involved with One World Festival, how would we do that?
Yeah, so our website, oneworldfestivallancaster.org, is a great resource. It has a list of all our vendors. Besides food, we also have cultural organizations, so lots of hands-on cultural activities as well, which are so much fun and a great way to learn about, the world that we live in. So really our website is a great source. We have plenty of volunteer opportunities as well. There's a link on the website as well.
Okay, that sounds great. What have we not covered, and what final thought would you like to give us, Val?
I just want to remind everybody in Lancaster County how extraordinary they are. Since 2012, together we've raised more than $92 million, and that is extraordinary.
It is extraordinary.
It's such a inspirational day, and I look forward to seeing it happen again.
And I know in the past it's gone to over 500 different nonprofits. We have over 400 now, and I know that's still growing as well. So you can also find out about things that are near and dear to your heart, and then support them. Throughout the year too.
Yep, yeah, you can learn more about their mission as you're giving, before you're giving, when you're planning your giving. And then the hope is that you stay connected with that organization in the coming year, because they're doing work year round, and they do such impactful things in this community. And so it's really great to help donors be introduced to local organizations.
Absolutely. Well, I'm really glad that you have been here today and you told us a little bit more about what's going on and raised the level of excitement. I mean, we're already excited, but it's even more now too with everything that's going on. So thank you for being here, and we encourage you to be here for the Extra Give, which is happening on Friday, November 17th, all over Lancaster County. I'm Diane Dayton with Behind the Lines, reminding you to look behind the lines. You might be surprised what you find.